S55 Sports Talk.
It's all a function of 55.
Welcome to Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. Yeah.
I'm going to let Dan take care of this. Well, I'm going to have you lead it off first. I'm going to have him lead it off because we're like all still taking it in. It's kind of like it was a whirlwind. It just happened completely randomly Saturday night. We were all together. And there were people screaming. There were people who were just kind of in disbelief. I walked into the bathroom, just like sat in the bathroom for about 5 minutes. Really? It was just like, what the fuck?
It felt like a fever dream.
Yeah.
Just today it started to sit in.
Dude, I was telling him that Chinese jersey is gonna hit good, man.
AliExpress is gonna be printing money right now.
All right, so Dan,
Tariffs,
I'm gonna kick it off to you.
Okay. Well,
how we feeling?
I mean, I mean, we haven't had a sports shocker thing happen like that, I think, in a long, long time, to where basically everybody will say where they were, who they were with. They'll remember it for a good reason. Probably the last one, RIP, was when Kobe happened, when he passed away, and all the others in that terrible accident. But this was a kind of just an insane occasion to where you had people literally just being like, wow, like, I can't believe this is happening. And I think the other thing is it's breaking it down, I guess, basically is it's a long-term play in my eyes for the Lakers. I think they know they're not going to get anywhere with AD and LeBron.
Yeah.
So they thought, let's just go with our future. Luka's 25. Yes, he's got the weight issues, and yes, he's like whatever. We still don't know why the Mavericks decided to do this. There's clearly a reason.
There was never even a rumor to come out.
Nothing.
Like there was
nothing.
There was no insiders. There was no nothing, which never ever happens nowadays. Somebody knows
always
something.
Always.
So
You started to hear as soon as the trade happened. Like that's when Windhorst and all these other analysts started saying that the Mavericks were just done with Luka.
yeah.
And that's an insane thing to be done with. You just traded the guy who took you to the finals last year.
Yeah.
So you have to have some serious issues with this guy if you're going to be trading him. What they're thinking in their mind, I genuinely have no idea. It's so stupid. Like, it's not, I don't know.
I will say this. I think,
I don't know, dude.
Kyrie and AD are going to work very well together, and I think Dallas will still be good.
They'll still be
I don't
good.
know if it's going to win them a championship, but because Kyrie doesn't really play defense, the GM, I guess, came out and said, like, oh, well, we're like a more defensive team, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, Luka was just one guy. He also gave you like 35,
Look
30,
at Jason
40 a
Kidd's
game.
face
Yeah.
when that went down. Look at his face. That is your coach who is just...
And he didn't know?
It was a 1-for-1 swap, right?
Did you see that?
No.
He just looked like
no, it
a
wasn't?
ghost. He saw a ghost. It was so sad, honestly, because I like Jason Kidd, you
I
know?
love Jason Kidd.
Yeah. So this is really
poor
really
guy.
funny. So the Jazz were also involved in this, and they ended up getting, I believe it was Max Christie. They basically like swapped out stuff. So originally it was Dallas and the Jazz were gonna.
Christie.
The Mavs got Christie.
Yeah.
Okay. But Danny Ainge is the Jazz. What's his name? The Jazz GM. As every Laker fan knows, Danny Ainge sucks, and he's an asshole.
He's evil.
And because he's from the Celtics, and he always tries to screw over the Lakers any chance he can.
He thinks he's clever by moving to the Mormon state.
Yeah. So
I see right through you motherfucker.
So what's great is that Danny Ainge, like, now it's coming out at the last minute that he wasn't able to like mess up the trade and basically not go in on it.
So I get other GMs saying, "Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We didn't even get a chance to offer everything we have."
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the deal in itself, it was such a fleece job. I mean, Luka is 26. Is he 25 or 26? He is 25. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is what, 31?
30. I think he's 30
closing
or
in
31,
on 32.
and he's had a lot of injuries.
He has a lot of
and
injuries. Every
we all
single
know.
time he lands on the floor after a jump shot or a rebound, his ankle just fucking goes out.
Because he doesn't wear ankle braces.
But we're talking about a guy who has been a first-team All-Pro 5 times, and he's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Steph Curry never fucking did that shit.
No.
So I'm still wrapping my head around it, why the Mavericks would do it. The Lakers are just sitting there. Rob Pelinka was, what?
Yeah.
Who?
Because he hadn't been
Who?
doing anything the entire time.
Yeah, man. They got approached.
Yeah.
They got approached. The Mavericks are the ones who pulled the strings for this. And they only targeted the Lakers, which is crazy to me, how you stay in the same conference.
Yeah.
That's
And only
even
contact
more
one
wild.
team. Because imagine what they could have gotten elsewhere around the league.
Get a bidding war going.
Yeah, exactly.
Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they could have offered a superstar and a boatload of picks.
Yeah.
The fact that we only gave one first rounder,
Yeah.
holy shit. I made the joke saying we should trade LeBron and every pick till 2040 for Anthony Edwards. I stand by it.
Oh,
I
that'd
stand by
be
it.
insane.
But hey,
Then I'm fully on board.
that's what a Luka trade does to you. It has you thinking crazy thoughts afterwards. But
One thing that I found with the Mavs GM that I thought was really interesting, he's got an interesting track record. He let Jalen Brunson go.
okay.
He let him walk, even though Brunson said he would take less money to stay with the team when they were like getting really good, and now Brunson's become the face of the Knicks. Then he worked formerly at Nike as the director of basketball operations in North America. When he was there, he was tasked with signing. He didn't sign Steph Curry to Nike because in the meeting that they had, the slideshow that they ran, it still had Kevin Durant's name in it, not Curry's. And then he mispronounced Stephen Curry in the meeting. And so that's when Steph signed with Under Armour.
Did he call him Steven?
I don't know, something. And then he also promised Steph that he wasn't going to get his own shoe, his own signature shoe.
Damn.
And
what a sales pitch.
The guy changed the game for the better or for worse, whatever you may think. I think it's a little bit of both, but he changed the game, and he's a generational talent. So,
and that same man just made the worst trade of all time.
So he's got an interesting resume, I will say.
And then he just made Rob Pelinka, on the other hand, just make the greatest trade of all time.
For sitting on his hands.
I'm gonna hand it to the Lakers, man. We have gone from what, like Elgin Baylor and Jerry West to Kareem
Will
to Magic to Shaq.
Well, we drafted Magic
to Kobe to LeBron and now to Luka Doncic, and you're just sitting there saying, "God damn, we've taken some easy avenues, man." I'm just saying,
we're very spoiled.
We're very spoiled, but a move like this,
we know it.
A move like this only has to just set you up here now, like. Championship aspirations are even more through the roof.
Not for this season, but
I think
down
even
the road.
this year. Dude, Luka carried him last year, and he has LeBron next to him now.
We need to get LeBron out.
I know, but they're not going to do that. LeBron
there is rumors that depending on how, like, because
where would we trade him to, and where would he want to go? Because
China.
He would have Russia.
No, I mean, let's be honest. He's not going to leave. But there's rumors out there that, like, because he got blindsided and because AD's like a good friend of his, that he might be like, oh, okay, I want to.
Where would he go? Clippers?
No, the most untradeable asset on that team is Bronny.
Yeah.
Nobody can touch him.
There's probably some wicked shit in that contract.
Well, I mean, if they've got to be a package deal,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Father-son deal.
Yep. Exactly.
Go back to
But
Cleveland.
it also doesn't make sense to the point because he is a free agent. His contract is up through the 2026 to 2027 year. That's his final year. Doncic.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah, but now he can't sign the Supermax.
But now he can't sign the Supermax, and that's what makes me think, damn, the Mavericks really did hate him because they robbed him of $100 million. Do you know how fucking insane that is?
He's still getting 270.
I know, but you just robbed him of making over $300 million. Like, that's what players aspire to do, is to get the Supermax.
He was going to potentially be one of the first guys to make like $1 million a game.
Yeah, man.
He was set up for that.
But then again, he is now a Laker, and the marketing
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
He's going
He's-
to make so much money on the
Yeah.
other, like on the side anyways.
Yeah.
He already has money anyway, but
Yeah.
that's still insane. The fact that the organization pulled that.
Wasn't his dad going
Come
off on the Mavs, saying like, "Oh, you treated my son unfairly"?
They were
think
saying if you're going to trade him, don't try to find an alibi. Like, don't find reasons why you traded him and attack his character and things like that.
Yeah.
He was
That's
just saying if you traded him, just say you traded him because it's the best for the future of the franchise.
Yeah.
And like thank him for what he did for the city and how much he cared for you all. Don't just immediately pivot and say what he did negatively for your team.
Yeah.
And then his dad was 100% in the
Yeah.
right, and he was speaking in his native tongue, and it was terrifying. I was like, oh, yes, sir. But man, it's been a whirlwind of emotion. Yeah, all the people in LA. I mean, it's not even an LA.
It's
thing.
around the world.
It's around the world.
The
Everybody was reacting. What the?
Yeah, and the NBA got lucky as hell because, as we all know, they've been suffering with ratings and everything else this season, and there's been a lot of talk on they need to change the game up. Football's dominating, yada yada yada. It's the week of the Super Bowl, and nobody's talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man.
And it's actually like storyline wise, you got with Super Bowl, you got the Eagles, Saquon, like that whole deal, one story. Then you have the Chiefs, 3-peat, Patrick Mahomes, all that.
Good.
And nobody's talking about it. And they
Lakers-
probably won't up until Friday.
Leave it to the
So-
Lakers to overshadow the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, that's such a dub. Oh
Yeah.
my god.